Alright, welcome back to the drive. If you notice, I am actually starting from the previous place from last episode. Basically, last episode I ended up at the school, and now I'm actually leaving from school, which is something I wasn't really planning on doing, but I felt this was a necessary video to record, simply due to the fact that some stuff cleared up. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm not so stressed out, not so much feeling bad, because this last lesson here was pretty easy to understand actually, and I felt pretty confident with it, and I think I'm fine. I also learned quite a bit that I'm actually kind of dumb, because there was actually a recording. He actually did record during the last class, and he posted that, and for like using the Excel sheet and like how to, like, not really how to do the assignments, but how to do the what's it called, like how to use Excel, and like some examples for that would help out to like be able to understand the assignment more. And I missed that because there wasn't any announcements made about it, and I didn't see it anywhere in like any of the lists or anything, so there's that. Now getting out of here can be a little bit of a pain because some people take forever to get out of here, and then people can't make up their minds, so there's that. But yeah, this is gonna be one of the few times I record my way home. But yeah, I finally kind of understand how to do it this time. He also recorded for the next assignment. Right now, all in all, I'm feeling quite a bit better. Hopefully the next assignment I can actually complete and not complain about. But now I gotta go home and study for an exam and do some editing, so on and so forth. This guy is taking forever. Brother. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate it. There we go. Decided to take it finally. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Oh shoot, it's raining. First rain video. Here we go. This is where it gets a little bit it's not too bad. Usually there's quite a lot of students walking across these streets, and it can be kind of confusing. Or not confusing, but it can be quite stressful because there's just people walking all over the place, and you gotta be very careful. Last time I was at, or not last time, but one of the times I was at this stoplight here, some dude in that left lane there, so pretend like that white car is like a red car. I was going straight, we had a green light, it turned yellow, I was gonna continue going straight. I was going like 30 miles an hour, so I was gonna go through the light, I wasn't gonna stop or whatever, because I had enough time to make it. Now that white car, that AKA the red car, he decided he wanted to go right instead of turn left. So as I was about to go through, this dude goes straight all the way to the right, and I about damn near hit him. But I was literally, I would probably say I was either an inch or 2 inches away from absolutely destroying that car and not destroying my car, but yeah, it was really close. I mean, I ended up stopping literally right before hitting him, and that is the one and only time I've ever had to use my horn. I never used my horn ever, but that was the first time I've ever actually had to use it. And I've used my horn like when I'm joking around with friends and stuff like that, but that's a different scenario. So there's that. How these motherfuckers just got umbrellas? That's crazy, you know? It's like, I get it. It's like, it's raining, boom, get an umbrella. But like, it hasn't been raining the whole day today. I mean, the clouds kind of show like it's gonna rain, but we've been having these clouds forever and it's never rained. But then these motherfuckers just they just got umbrellas on them. I don't know. It's just wild to me. But yeah, that's how life is. And also, this gets backed up because some people just want to turn left, and it's nearly impossible to turn left out of here. I'm just like, just go to the stoplight. Why are you holding everyone else back? Like, it's so annoying. And then we get caught up all the way back here, right next to this cemetery. Ugh. It's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. All in all, I'm feeling a little better. I'm still quite meh on today, but oh god, it's gonna start focusing on the rain. Oh no, that's not good. We don't want it to focus on the rain. That's okay, y'all aren't watching this anyways. Oh, we're finally moving. Sick. There should be a pact where this road you can only turn right out of, no turning left. If you're turning left, you get thrown into like a fiery pit. I would sign any survey or petition for that. Because what's ethics? Oh boy. Anyways, how are y'all doing today? I know this isn't a live stream, but you got a comment section. Let me know how y'all are doing today. Hopefully doing a bit better. Or hopefully y'all are doing good, because I don't know, maybe y'all had a bad day too, who knows. You know, I always find it interesting. Some people, they will, like, because I don't think it's a coincidence that this happens this often, but like whenever like I'll be having a bad day or something like that, someone else will also just magically be having a bad day. It's like every other day they're having a good day, and then I'm having a bad day, they're having a bad day, which I get is like, oh, if I'm openly admitting that I'm having a bad day, then, you know, maybe they don't want to sound weird and stuff by saying, oh, they had a bad day after I said I had a good day, you know? Like, I get that. But it's like sometimes people just have like, they're like, oh yeah, my day's been terrible, man. Like I got into like 3 accidents. I got murdered the other day, and now I just came back alive, so I'm hella stressed. You know, like there's stuff like that people say, and I'm just like, how the hell on this day are y'all all just having these terrible, terrible days? It's like, some of y'all gotta be lying, dog. Some of y'all just gotta be straight up lying. I don't know. It is wild though. I'm so ready to be home. Just not really. I want to finish like editing my videos because I didn't get a video yesterday. I was supposed to upload a video yesterday on my RBX account, but I never got to that because I was working on productivity stuff. So there's that. Also, my head kind of hurts right now. I think it's because it's finally settling down from all the thinking and stress and stuff like that. Also, during class today, I actually got quite a bit of stuff kind of situated. I took a lot of notes. Well, class-wise, I took a lot of notes, but also I wrote down a lot of the to-do stuff that I've also been kind of circulating in my head throughout the day, but I keep on forgetting to write it down. I got all that stuff written down, so I can get that stuff done. I also bought this thing called a Paperlike screen protector, which you can go across. You can go behind this car. You can do that. You are able to walk behind this car. I don't know if you know that. I'll let her go, but interesting. She's just standing there. All right. Anyways, I bought a screen like or paper like screen protector, which is supposed to make like your iPad feel like you're writing on paper. And I have used one before, but I screwed it up, and like I screwed up, and there's like a bubble in the middle of the paper of the screen protector, and it really bothered me, so I ended up ripping it off. So I've got one that's actually coming in today. Somehow Amazon's just got them loaded out in their warehouses somewhere. So I literally ordered it today during class, and it's arriving today. So that's cool. So I'll have that done, and yeah, I kind of feel a bit better about how I'm gonna do everything, I guess, because in the last episode I was talking about how I was like really stressed about where I'm gonna write stuff down and what should go where, which I'm still kind of like confused on it, but I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff written down, so I don't have stuff just circulating in my head really besides just what I'm saying now. Yeah, today's definitely in the journal. I keep track of like my mood. Like there's like a little graph that I made, so like each day, like I rate my day like 1 out of 10. On the graph, it has my mood for the day, or through most of the day, and then it has how many hours I slept that day, because I have a sleep tracker that kind of tells me how many hours I slept. So it's not like, oh, I went to bed at 12 and I woke up at 8, so that's 8 hours. No, it's more just like it tracks whenever I wake up in the middle of the night, or like, because usually you don't fall asleep immediately. Usually there's like a 10-15 minute buffer between where you're just kind of laying there trying to fall asleep and then when you actually fall asleep. So it'll track that, but yeah, I usually have that written down. They're all on the same graph. Today's definitely going to be lower on the list. I'm thinking about a 2 out of 10 today. So it's going to be a little weird because the correlation between typically there should be a correlation between, oh, you got more sleep, you're going to have a better mood that day. But it also depends on the quality of the sleep you got, and if you end up just staying in bed for a lot longer than you should, or you end up being like 10 hours, you're probably going to end up being there's like a ceiling where it's where it becomes to the point where, oh, it's actually going to decrease your mood because you slept too much. I think like 9 hours is like that cutoff between where it's like, okay, I've slept too much today, and now your brain is kind of like, oh, bad mood time, initiate. One of those things. Look at the sky on my phone right now. It looks so dope. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. In person, I mean, it looks like clouds, but on my phone, if there wasn't the cars here and all that stuff, that's an easy wallpaper. I'm still pissed that I didn't end up getting to do my assignment today. Getting that 0 is gonna really, really hurt me. I do get a little, what do you call it, like overreactive, or I overreact a little bit, because at one point for a few minutes today before I started recording this, like before I started recording the last episode, like while I was in my house just trying to figure out how to do this assignment, I was like, I'm gonna fail this class. I'm gonna have to take this class next semester, man. I was starting to get all those sorts of things. I was already coming into this semester kind of worried about this class because I usually don't do that well with like statistics classes. Like I'm really good with statistics. I like generally speaking, I'm really good with statistics, but like these statistics classes, they go into way more detail. And some of the statistics, like it doesn't even make any sense. It's like, why would you ever need to know this information? or this is just some equation that some dude found that works to get this number, but it's not practical in any usage in the real world. But I mean, there's a lot of them that are quite useful to know. I am a person that, you know, is like, oh, it's always good to know the formula of like, yeah, there's the computer, like, why do I need to learn this when the computer can do it for me? But I do think it's always a good idea to know what the computer is doing in order to find that solution, because it helps you kind of understand. It helps you kind of understand the actual statistic itself. I just hate how we have to use like Greek letters to denote things. That's when it gets like, you know, your brain starts kind of being like, hey buddy, what the hell are we doing, you know? That's where it gets to that point. But I mean, I get why they do it, but I don't know. But it's like, I want to retain some of this stuff because I make spreadsheets quite a bit, and I want to get like statistics. I want to track like some sort of statistical stuff. You know, like for me, like I did this marble race tournament thing a few months ago, and I had some statistics there. But like some of this stuff is kind of interesting, like, you know, how, I mean, the statistics in terms of like that, it's like pretty basic statistics. It's like, oh, what was the average time of a marble to complete this course? You know, you just log the times and then you just average it out. Easy claps. Most other stuff is more like business prediction stuff. So I guess you could use some of this to like predict what like a runner is going to be able to do in the next game, or like predict certain things in terms of like simulation based stuff. But predicting what, like, say LeBron James is gonna be able to do in the next game, you can never have a high confidence level in terms of being able to predict that, because it's human stuff. There are so many variables that can just denote all your confidence in something. You know, there's not one single thing that's like, oh, he had shrooms today, therefore he's gonna go off for 40 points. Because previously when he was on shrooms, he had 50, 35, and 43. You know? That's more of just coincidence stuff. Even though the shrooms may improve his ability to play, there's still other things that account for that. Like, what's the defense going to be like that day, you know? Who is he playing against? How is his body feeling that day? And you can't really track some of that stuff until actual game time. How did I even get on this tangent? I don't even know. But I did. There's some statistics knowledge for you. Yeah. But, I mean, I guess, depending on the sample size of, like, the games you're pulling from, like, you know, you gotta get, like, the correlation between things, and, I don't know, if there's, like, 1,000 rows of data that you're pulling from, and then, you know, you pull out the outliers, and you see, like, commonalities, I don't know, but it has to be, like, a whole lot of data that you're processing in order to be able to predict what a human is going to do, you know? Because even in business, like right now, we're learning how to like predict how long someone's going to have to wait in a line before they're serviced. Like say a fast food restaurant. That's what we're kind of learning right now. That's more of like a system-based thing. It's human, but it's also like system-based things. You know. Yeah, so it's a combination of both. But again, I don't know why I'm saying this here. Y'all don't care, but then again, this is just a place for me to talk about what's on my mind, and that's what I'm doing. So, yippee! But I think when I go home, I'm gonna get a video up. I'm gonna get episode 3 up, and then I'm gonna work on studying, but I think I'm getting episode 3 up, and then I'm gonna start getting episode 4 ready. Because I've got like 3 or 4 of these episodes just sitting on my phone right now, and I kind of need to delete them because I don't want 30-minute videos taking up storage on my phone. So hopefully whenever I get home, we'll be kind of set, and I'll get ahead of schedule with these episodes. This is a lot of green cars. What the hell is happening here? Home Pro. Huh. Interesting. Hey, I'll finally get to see the way home now. Which I don't know how great that is for y'all to know, but hey, here you go. I won't be showing you my house, but we'll be taking the route I take to go home, but you won't see the entire route because that's kind of weird, and I don't want y'all knowing where I live, even though some of y'all already do. But whatever. Something I am curious of, because I know it's like a I don't want to say illness, but it basically is an illness of some degree, of people that just like stalk and like actively search for people's locations and address, you know, or people that literally will do the research, like like 4chan. You know, now let me clarify this. There are people that do it for good, such as, you know, a murderer. You know, they see this and then somehow they figure out the address of the murderer. That, I think, it's still a bit weird that you are able to do this, but it also depends, are you like a CIA agent and you've been trained specifically for this, or was this something you learned on your own volition? But I since I don't really have that sort of like mentality or mental destitute, is that the word? I don't know. I'm just using words that I think sound cool. I don't have like that mental capacity in order to try and find where someone lives just because I feel like it, you know? People that like dox others, you know, it is quite cringe in my opinion. Just like, why? Why does someone get to you so much that you just feel like leaking their location? Or why would you actively go to someone's house when you know you've never been invited to their house? Like, you've been invited, by all means, I don't care. But if you've never been invited to their house and they've never actively told you their address and you're showing up, that's weird. Why are you doing that? You're not going to get the attention that you want from them. Like, yeah, you're going to get attention, but you're going to get very negative attention. It's like, oh, I'm a fan, though. I'm a big fan. I love your content. No. No, I don't feel the same way about you. If you said that out to me public while I'm like walking out, I'd be really grateful. But if you did that to me and you came to my house just to say that, no. What you're getting is a well, the police ain't going to do shit, but I would go to the police and be like, hey, this dude, if I catch him here, I want him trespassed from my property, you know? You know, I don't know, that's just me, I guess. Surely it's just me, but I don't know. I can't ever understand why you'd want to do that. But again, people's minds work differently. In some cases, it is very much needed to understand that fact. In cases such as stalking, that's not really something much that you are going to be like, oh, he just views this differently, you know? That's not something you just kind of let off the hook, you know? That's where it's like, okay, this guy needs help. Someone please help him. really shouldn't eat because I literally ate like, what, 4.5 hours ago? I had McDonald's. Which I shouldn't have eaten, but I did. What did I felt like today? I felt like I was in P.F. Chang's today. I felt that this morning. I was like, P.F. Chang sounds so good right now, but I doubt my dad's at work. So it'd just be like, maybe my mom would want to go to P.F. Chang's. I don't know. She did just get back from a long trip, so I doubt it. But we'll see. I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't record that, but like record the drive up there. I do want at some point, which it'll be probably very, very rare. Just like, have someone in the car, and then that's when if I have someone else in the car, like a guest, aka a friend of mine, and we record it, then that's, where I'd probably turn the camera around and we do that, but, oh well. Not doing it today though, no chance. I look absolutely trash today. My hair is not good. I didn't even get a shower taken in today, which, I did take one late last night, but I didn't get the chance to get a shower in before I went to class, so I had to do the alternate hygiene methods of cologne and deodorant. Why am I talking about this? It's so cringe to talk about. I hate the word deodorant. Makes me there's just a lot of words for me that like people not commonly use, but like, because it has like a negative meaning behind it, kind of. Well, it's a positive meaning, but the reason why it's a positive meaning is because of a negative thing, Like I hate the word smell. I hate I gotta stop saying that. I hate it. Makes me just like shrivel up. I'm very weird. But whatever. What ifs? Today's class didn't actually feel that long. It wasn't that bad. For the first like hour or so, I wasn't really paying attention. I was just on Discord, talking in the Arsenal Discord. I'm trying to get to level 25 so I can get some image perms. We got there at the same time. That's Aki. That is Aki. Yeah. I was doing that for the first hour, and then I started paying attention and writing down a whole bunch of notes. I think the first hour he was just kind of talking about nonsense. Probably. I don't know. There's probably some useful stuff in there, but I started paying attention was when he actually started winning over some of the lecture slides, and I wrote down all the formulas he had on the board. But oh well. Oh well. Sometimes my brain amazes me, or like just the human brain itself just amazes me, because it's like, how can we hold in so much information? Like a lot of it kind of gets lost, obviously, but like there's so much stuff that we kind of retain. It's like I'm having to learn all this school stuff, remember all these formulas and stuff like that, but at the same time I'm also able to retain information about paint because I work at a paint store. So like I'm able to retain all this information about paint and like product stuff. I'm also able to know about like statistics and be able to code and program, and also know a whole bunch of stuff about editing, and I don't know, it's just weird that we can there's so many different areas of life that we can hold so much information about in our little mush ball. I've never said that before in my life, and I am proud I said that. That's gonna be a quote for Sam, I think. That's probably gonna be in the comments. Sam's probably gonna say mush ball and then like a crying crying face. If I don't see that, then I know Sam didn't watch this. This is my test to see if Sam actually watches this or not. The only reason I point out Sam is because she's the one that usually reacts to this sort of stuff. And maybe Jordy. Chills will probably just say The Drive in all caps again. Probably hear this, but he's like, The Drive. Classic. And Diamond's already clicked off this video like 20 minutes ago. How the hell has this been 31 minutes? Really? 31? That's wild. That is wild. Wild. I mean, I guess it does take a bit longer to get home. I guess. Because there's more people heading home than there's people going towards, I don't know, traffic, physics, right? I don't know. I've been spending so much money this month. It is unbelievable. Between McDonald's, buying a whole ass basketball hoop, buying a Paperlike screen protector, games, which I end up buying NBA 2K24 because I'm interested in it, but I always get interested in the game and I play it for a week and then I stop playing it. The same thing that happened in 2K22, 2K23. 2K20 was one of the first NBA 2Ks that I grinded for a while. Since then, I play it for like a week because I'm like, oh, I really want to play this, and then I end up playing for a week and I'm like, I don't feel like opening the game again. Spend a whole $60 for a game that just has a new title when the gameplay itself has barely even changed. It's like, oh, there's a new story of your character, but the gameplay is still the same. And it says 24 on it now instead of 23. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much else to talk about, so. Well, there probably is, but I'm getting relatively close to my house, so we're gonna go ahead and say our goodbyes now. Thank you guys again for watching this. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, if there is another one. There probably will be, but hey, my brain decides it wants to give up on things randomly. Yeah, see you guys soon.